The following. We distort the wage structures of the nation, we upset the labor market, we weaken the work ethic, we build a whole new bureaucracy, we bring back a make-work WPA kind of substructure, and we lock millions into unwanted and unproductive jobs. And for all this, the taxpayers are asked to fork over an additional $9 billion. Thank you.
Middle of the road bill on final passage because the benefit levels weren't high enough, and there would undoubtedly be some who would vote against any bill because it went farther than they believed it should. But we have never been able to arrive at any count less than well over a majority of the Senate. Excuse me? This is something we will have to work out when we get a little closer to floor action. Was there a vote on family assistance as such? There was only a vote on the Ribicoff amendment, wasn't there, and a vote on this. I think it's premature to speculate on this. We do have a long road between this committee action and anything ultimately reaching the President's desk. We do start, after all, or at least we are now in a position where H.R. 1 has passed the House, and any bill, therefore, that does come from the Senate will have to go to conference with H.R. 1. And who knows either what is going to go into conference from the Senate side or how convincing the House conferees will ultimately be.
Are you ruling out any kind of accommodation along fair proposals concerned? You've been speaking now of some accommodation with the ribicoff forces, but absolutely certain there won't be any attempt at accommodation with the Senate alone.
The question is a question really that turns on the approach taken. The reason I was referring to the possibility of accommodation with the supporters of the Ribicoff Amendment is, as I said, that the Ribicoff Amendment is essentially a more expensive version of the administration's own principles of welfare reform. It's hard for me to see any basis in which you can accommodate an approach that says, in the case of a family where there is an employable member, that family can have no benefits unless the employable person goes to work for this proposed corporation, even if going to work means beautifying the apartment. And there are the fundamental concerns about the impact on the labor market and on wage levels and work incentives and attitudes toward work and so on that are such deep concerns on our part toward this approach that we don't see how there can be an accommodation in these ways of doing it.
We've got several things that will aid. Number one, we've got considerable, in fact, $750,000 for child care assistance. This will enable people to go to work that wouldn't otherwise be able to. We have $800 million for special training, and combining this with the other manpower training monies, we have additional training monies to prepare people for jobs. Here is that there is an attempt with the use of this device of a public employment corporation to fill this gap with who knows what kind of make-work, stopgap measures in which a person can get and stay for ad infinitum. And this is lacking in incentive. It reduces individual initiative, and the level at which these jobs are placed at can distort the wage structures, withdraw from the labor market casual and part-time assistant help that industry normally looks to, and so it has all these negative features to it.